In today's lesson, we're going to start working on our right hand strum patterns. We've been doing a lot of left hand chord changes, which is appropriate because the left hand is the one that's going to slow us down. It's the one that always says, wait, 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 okay, go. And you know what I'm talking about because that's how this hand operates. It just doesn't get there quick enough, and it insists that this hand disrupts its timing. So today we're going to go through some really basic right hand strum patterns and basically try to get this left hand to keep up. Now there's a couple strategies we can use, like if I'm changing chords and I've got two 4-beat measures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, then I got to change to C. I might need more time, so what I would do is I would take time away from that first chord and change early so that I could be there on time for that downbeat. You have to do it anyways, it's just how much time that happens in, because even as an experienced guitar player, I have to be there for beat 1, which means I have to leave early. It's just a question of how early am I going to leave to get there. So you can start practicing. I say ready switch instead of 3-4, and that helps with this concept of, okay, let's move the fingers. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, switch, 1, 2. Now I gave myself a whole beat there. 1, 2, ready, switch. Notice that I keep that right hand moving. 1, 2, ready, switch. I just don't emphasize that strum of that space there. Like I'm not gonna go, I'm not gonna do that. But I am gonna just 1, 2, ready, switch. So that is a great technique you can use, a little cheat you can use to help yourself get there on time. We want to get away from this 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C chord, 1, 2. You guys know what I'm talking about, because that's what happens when you're beginning guitar. The left hand thinks it's in charge, and the left hand can never be in charge. It will never ever get us there on time. This is where the timing happens. So the sooner you can kind of get used to that concept and staying in time, you count, don't count, use a drum machine, use a loop pedal, whatever you're using to keep yourself in time, doesn't really matter. Just that this hand stays in time, stays relaxed, and this hand is the ones, a lot of times we just have to drag it along. So we'll come right back here and we'll do a couple 2-minute drills. We'll do some easy strum patterns. We'll talk about subdividing and how we can practice these. So come on back. All right, we're back. We're going to do a simple G to C chord change here. You can use whatever G chord you're comfortable with. Some people prefer the 1, 2, 3 G chord. Some people use the 2, 3, 4 G chord. I'm going to use the 2, 3, 4 G chord. Because that gets me to my C a little easier. And just a trick I'm going to use there is I might leave that little finger down or lift it off, but that's a nice little pivot point when I'm changing the chord to leave that down. Some people don't have longer pinkies, so you'll have to struggle with that. But either way, they're both valuable chord changes. Here's the strum pattern we're going to do. We're going to go G, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and switch. All right, welcome to our first 2-minute drill. We're going to take a G chord to a C chord. We're going to use the strum pattern here where we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. 1, 2. Okay, that's our strum pattern. You'll notice that I change on the and of 4. I'm doing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and slow motion. So remember, leave early here so you can get there on time. Do your other chord drills so you can get the left hand to speed up with muscle memory and whatnot. All right, 2-minute drill, G to C. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. halfway there. Stay with it, stay focused. 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and ready, switch. All right, and then we're done. Nice job. Come on back, we'll do another chord sequence.